What up, guys? What up, guys? I'm back. I'm sorry for not uploading any videos anytime recently. It's been hectic with the holidays coming up, but I'm trying to get something out there before you guys, before the holidays come. That way, at least I can give you some kind of content. Today, we're going to be ranking the best SMGs for RedSec. Now, this is for RedSec specifically. I don't really play multiplayer too much. Most of the SMGs are pretty solid for multiplayer, so there's not really much deviation on what you can use. It's just kind of more personal preference in all reality. But for RedSec more specifically, some of the SMGs are much better than the others. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. All right, moving right along. We're going to first look at the SL9. This is my least favorite gun out of all the SMGs. Anytime I find it in RedSec, I specifically avoid it now because every time I have picked it up, even when I have it at purple legendary or whatever it is, it still loses me gunfights against almost every other SMG. So this gun specifically, I just try to avoid altogether. Moving up to the next tier, I would put the SCW-10 and the KV-9 in this tier. These are both decent guns because of their damage output. However, they have very fast rates of fire and they have very low mag sizes. So that's why these are a high risk, high reward. If you're going to use any of these guns, you just need to make sure that you're hitting your shots, and even then you just run out of ammo really quickly, so it's hard to continue to fight with them. The KV-9, like I said, I mean, try them out, see what you think. I don't have mine leveled up super high. My SCW-10 is decently leveled up, and this is the build that I have going on for it. The biggest mag size, 25 rounds, which takes up 45 points of your space. The standard ammo, I'm running the basic iron sight, the light barrel, and the compensated break. Like I said, it's a very good gun, but I just find myself running out of ammo too much, and it's very hard to combat multiple enemies at the same time. And I've still lost gunfights because I've missed some shots, and so it causes me to lose the gunfight. The KV-9 is the same way. I think the biggest mag size is a 27. I don't have this very leveled up. I haven't used it very much. Yeah, 27 round mag, but still low mag size, but it's a high risk, high reward gun. Next gun up I would go with after that is going to be either the UMG 40 or the PW7A2. UMG 40, I have this thing leveled up, and this build is really solid, but it just tends to lose gunfights to a bunch of other guns. So it's decent, and I feel like it would be a good sniper support secondary because it does decently well at range. So that's why that's what I would recommend this for. Up close gunfights, you might lose some gunfights just because it doesn't deal as much damage as some of the other guns. It only deals 25 damage per bullet. This is the build that I'm running on it. If you want to try it out, I'm running this optic, the 1x scope. I think this is one of the best optics as far as secondaries go in the game. If you like running optics, if you can do the iron sights, go for it. Do it. You just save some points. It's only 10 points though, so it's not a whole lot. Standard ammunition, 30 round fast mag. I'm running the rib stubby underbarrel. The extended barrel, you can run basic, heavy, or heavy extended. You're just costing some bullet velocity if you do some of the other barrels. I do the extended just for more bullet velocity. That way, it's more of more of a sniper support. And then I run the standard suppressor. Sorry, I thought I was lightened. Next gun is going to be the PW7A2. Now, I don't have this thing leveled up very much, but some people swear by it. I've picked it up off the ground in RedSec, and it's really solid as a ground loot secondary, but sometimes I still find myself losing gunfights with it just because of the damage output. It only does 16 damage. So this one, if you have it leveled up, maybe create your own build, give it a try. Maybe I just need to level mine up and have better attachments on it, and maybe it would do better. Most of the times when I'm using it though, it's just a ground loot one in RedSec. Next one's going to be the SGX. Now, this gun is very solid because it does decent damage, and the mag size is pretty solid too. Again, I still don't have this super high leveled up, but even with the 36 round mag, even if you can get up to the 40 round mag, you get a 41 round mag. It does decent damage, has decent fire rate, and it honestly just fries people sometimes. So I would definitely go with this one next. But the number 1 and number 2 slots are going to go to the USG 90, and the PW5A3. Personally, right now, I've been going with the PW5A3. This is the build I'm rocking for it. Actually, I have two different builds. The one that I go with usually, I go with the suppressed version. That way I can keep my position hidden on the mini map. But if you prefer more of a hipfire build, I have another hipfire build for it too. This is what it looks like whenever you're firing it. Really easy to control, has pretty much barely any recoil. Has good aim down sight speed, good movement speed. The only negative thing is that the hipfire is not super great. But like I said, in RedSec, I prefer to use this just because most of the times I am aiming down sight, and if I am ever up close, the hipfire is still decent enough that you're going to hit your shots. It's not going to have a lot of bullet deviation. Sorry, I got the sniffles today. And it does really good damage. You get a 41 round mag once you get it leveled up. You have the suppressor, you have the optic, and an underbarrel. That's really all you need. But even at range, it does decent damage, and it has damn near no recoil. There's the recoil without controlling it. If you wanted a more hipfire based build, this is what I would use. I've got the double ported brake on it, the basic barrel still. We're doing the ribbed underbarrel, vertical grip, 40 round mag, standard ammo. I still run the sight because I do aim down sight still sometimes, and then run either the second to last blue laser or the first blue laser if you can modify the attachments well. You need one of these top 3 lasers to really have good hip fire. So here's what this one looks like. Still really easy to control. The difference with this one is it just has that brake, so you're gonna have less. You're gonna come up on the mini map when you're firing. I think you get a little bit less range with it, but the hip fire is a lot better than without the laser. Once you get a little bit further away, obviously you're gonna miss more shots, but up close it has really good hip fire. And here's the difference in down sight speed. This one has a little bit even less recoil because of that brake, and then this is your hip fire. Really solid, really tight hip fire spread. So this would be one of my top picks. The other one is gonna be the USG 90. This thing is very solid for 2 reasons. It's just like the PWA. It has really good hip fire, really good range, and very easy to control recoil. But the difference with this one is you get a 50 round mag off the bat. You don't have to worry about that. You get more bullets, so you can run. I run the 1X sight on it, the mag catch, standard ammo, 50 round mag. I run the blue laser, the heavy extended barrel, and then I run the brake. I've tried running the suppressor on this one, and I just don't like it as much. It just seems a little bit harder to control, a little bit more horizontal recoil. So that's why I usually just keep the compensated brake on this one. But this one's, I mean, it's a really good gun. The hip fire is really solid on it. I believe it's better than really tight hip fire spread, pretty much comparable to the PWA. The vertical aim down sight has a little bit of horizontal bounce, but overall the recoil is still pretty much not there. But you can see it's very easy to control, and it has decent range. So this would be my #1 pick for anybody wanting to run a good SMG in RedSec. So that's all I got for you today. That's all the SMGs, ranking them. Like I said, dead last right here. These would be my next pick. These would be my 3rd pick. 4th pick and #1 picks is going to be the USG and the PW5A. So hope you enjoy this content. Like I said, I've been busy a lot with family and holidays and everything, so I'm trying to work on more content. I'm going to be doing more of these. Next, I'm going to probably do the carbines or the ARs, and then we'll do the LMGs after that. But give these a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have a build for one of these that I didn't have higher on the tier list, let me know, and maybe I can get them leveled up and try it out, and I can give more thoughts on it. But until the next one, I will see you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, and Merry Christmas.